Howdy, Full Metal Cowboy slinging a watch along slash live reaction of Andor Season 1, Episodes 4 through 6. Why is this a watch along and a live reaction at the same time? Because I have seen Season 1 of Andor. Sailor Civ has not fully seen Andor Season 1, so it's a live reaction on her end, even though she is sound only. And, yeah.
And then after both seasons, then you get your ass on Arcane.
Yeah, I offered to watch Arcane after Andor, and that's actually scratch that. After we watch Rogue One, I realized Rogue One is tied into this. So after Rogue One is going to be Arcane.
Yeah, 'cause you need to get your ass on it.
Okay, all right, all right. So yeah, uh, so yeah, so yeah, so now last time when I recorded my record this watch along slash live reaction, I did say that we were going to do episodes 4 through 5 next. However, I made an error and overlooked the fact that episode 6 was actually the end of the next arc that Sailor Sif is going to be watching. So the correction is we're doing episodes 4 through 6, not 4 and 5. So my bad. But yeah. So anyway, I guess we can recap briefly. First 3 episodes. Personally, I feel while they are good episodes, I feel the pacing was a little off in the first episode and a little bit of the second. Like I made this comment previously that I think they could have just edited all 3 episodes into a 90-minute pilot.
Agreed.
And Sailor Sif, if I recall correctly, you said that uh, this is a slow burn and you're getting used to it.
Yes.
Yeah, and as we're recording this, it's been like I want to say maybe 3 to 4 days since you last saw Andor, and that was and partially it was.
I think it was 3.
Sorry, your audio cut out. What?
I think it was 3.
Yeah. And it's because you wanted to process like those first 3 episodes, and then you also had like personal stuff going on. So I mean, which is fine. Yeah. As I'm recording this, I'm trying to get Sailor Sif through the first season of Andor before I go to work because I got quite the number of work days coming up. So you know, and I also want to make that streak of work days as a bit of a break in between season 1 and season 2. But as I'm uploading this, of course,
And lucky you.
oh yeah, well, we can just leave that privately. We don't need to go into too much detail on that. But
Well, I mean about the break.
no, I mean a break. No. I mean like using this streak of work days as a break from Andor instead of watching whatever episodes, unless we had delayed the maybe last 2 episodes until like while I'm going through work days, I guess, because one of the work because on some work days at the Mariners ballpark, some of them are day games, so I mean it is what it is. Anyway, yeah. So anyway, I think without further ado, I think we should get going on Andor. Let me double check, make sure. Okay, can you see the player, Joseph?
Yep.
Okay, so you can see Andor S1E4.
Yes, I
Okay,
can see
okay,
everything.
okay.
Play.
I'm just making sure. Shit. I
Play.
All right, let me make sure my desktop audio is not on. Okay, we're good. Okay, so for those watching along, get ready to play the episode, season 1, episode 4, in 3, 2, 1, fire. You know, the title card is kind of like a little bit reminiscent of 2001: Space Odyssey, if you know how that film started.
Seriously.
Just saying. Mennog.
Well,
Ah.
He has a thick accent.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's actually German, because it sounds like a German accent.
Hmm. If it is, if it is a German accent, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, this is yeah. This show also like adds us some like additional like uh ooh yeah. Keep a pin on that planet Scarif, by the way. Anyway, so yeah, the scenes with the ISB, yeah, that's actually a side of the Empire that doesn't get much focus on in the franchise. So
Wow.
Yeah, Luthen is a zero bullshit character.
Well, so are you.
Huh? Well, yeah.
You don't take BS. But are you saying I'm wrong?
Well, in some situations, it just depends on when and where.
Still don't take bullshit. If it's chaotic one.
Shit. Yeah, that was a
Wow.
bit of a sound jump scare there. I mean, you hear it, but then like it's like damn. Yeah, I forgot
It
that was a
sounds like the cars that go by you and you yell at them. The cars that zoom by you, even though they're all jerks.
Ah, yes, a man of disguises. Yeah, Luther looks like a pimp.
He's gonna be a villain, I can tell.
Uh, yeah, but Luthen looks. I was gonna say Luthen kind of is looks like he's pimping. All the rings, the suit, you name it. Oh yeah, Saw Gerrera. Remember his name?
Mm-hmm.
He was in the Clone Wars. Also in Rebels, I think.
Oh yeah, I think they're also going the Rebels, the cartoon,
Yeah. What about it?
is coming to Washington State SummerCon.
Wait, who is?
One of the people from Star Wars: The Clone Wars.
Huh.
Oh, Tamura Morrison. He's the guy that played Rex.
What? Wait. You mean D?
Yeah.
Wait, you mean D. Bradley Baker?
No.
No. Tamara Morrison's Boba Fett. Or excuse me, he's Jango
That's
Fett.
what I meant. My brain is
He's
like
Jango Fett.
hard.
He's Jango Fett. Boba Fett in the special edition and the clones in the prequel trilogy.
And the guy that also voices Rocco's showing up too, by
I
the
know,
way.
I know.
Same with all the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They're showing up.
Mm.
And Matthew Lillard.
Mm. Oh, speaking of guests, I'll mention one that is pertaining to this show. Denise Gao, who plays Deidre, that woman, that Imperial woman you saw like 5-10 minutes ago. She's
Yeah,
coming. She's coming to SummerCon.
nice.
It's someone
I wish
else,
I could go, but it's too damn far away.
and there's someone else from Andor that's gonna be there, but I forgot who. I forgot who, but there is another
The
one.
one important one for two important ones for me is one, the voice actor of Alistair,
Mm-hmm.
and two, the voice actor of Husker.
He's not going to SummerCon due to scheduling conflicts. If you're talking, if you're talking,
What? Which one?
Keith David Husker.
Damn.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to make it due to scheduling conflicts. Anyway.
Seriously?
Yeah, that was pretty funny. So yeah, one thing I actually do like about this is, and what was it? That scene just now. I mean, with Cyril, the guy that you just saw. Um, I like how they're portraying like a character from the Empire. Uh, Essentially having his employment opportunities within the Empire being screwed over and whatnot. So I kind of I like how they write Cyril in the show. Oh, that actress too. Yeah, she's coming to SummerCon too. The one on the right.
Looks like you're gonna get a signature from every Andor actress.
So, remember? Do you remember Return of the Jedi?
Yeah.
Do you remember that one lady that was talking about, and many Bothans died giving us this information? Remember that bit in Return of the Jedi?
Yeah.
That is Mon Mothma. That's the woman you're seeing talking to Luthen.
What?
Yeah, but not the same actress, of course.
Oh.
Pimp Luthen. I know he's not really a pimp, but he's got a pimping outfit, is what I'm saying.
Yes, I did.
Hey, Carol, make sure you get that your face washed and get that sunscreen off that.
All right.
Okay?
It's just my mom.
Okay. Okay, keep a pin on Mon Mothma in this show because she is going to. I recall that. I recall she's got numerous scenes in season one, at least to my knowledge. Yeah, she does. So. I sense a cockfight.
Ow.
At least in a mental sense, not physical.
Gio, what the frick, you freaking perversion? What?
Oh, as for the Jedi and Sith, they definitely have cocksaber fights. Oh wait, there's female Jedi.
You,
Then
you
what?
sick, twisted.
Then never mind.
Wow. What, you think they have their own personal lightsabers for that? Great, now I'm sucked into talking about this.
Yeah, something I do like about the show is that you clearly Mon Mothma's a politician here. Like, you see how luxurious their home looks and all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually like that. Like, and also the set design in the show. Holy shit, is it good? Douche.
Massive douche.
I smell marital trouble.
Although he's not as massive a douche as the guy from Rock and Rule.
Omar.
Omar is more of a douche.
Yeah, prior to this recording, we watched an animated film called Rock and Roll. Thanks to an AMV. That one Judge's Choice at SoccerCon. I was curious, so yeah.
I want to find out the Canadian cut.
Which unfortunately is a VHS rip of that film because archival issues.
Yeah, but I'm curious about the Canadian cut.
Keep a pin on that. Fascinating. He would be perfect for Starfleet. Sorry. Yes, I made a Star Trek joke while watching a Star Wars show. Sue me. Oh yeah, okay, that descended. All right, so that was episode 4 of Andor season 1. So, what did you think of season 1, episode 4 of Andor?
Good. I thought it was good.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, at least the pacing got better.
oh yeah, definitely. Like, I mean, here's the thing: this first season is a slow burn, but if there's anything that I think was a step up from the previous 3 episodes, is that there were scenes involving the Imperial Security Bureau. Those scenes are kind of interesting because you get an additional insight of the Empire, or you get a side of the Empire you don't really get to see at all in the feature film. So it is nice that there's a facet of the Empire that you actually get to see being introduced in the franchise. So, and it's, it feels like it feels organic within the like the grand scope of the Star Wars universe. Oh, well, what else was there? There was also actually any scene that Mon Mothma was in was is also like one of those interesting scenes. And yeah, you'll be seeing Mon Mothma throughout season 1. Sorry for kind of hinting what you're gonna get with the rest of season 1 with her, but I'm just saying, if you're thinking, oh, she's just gonna be in for a couple seasons for season 1, no. There's a reason why she had a lengthy introductory scene in Andor, even though she was in other Star Wars material. But yeah. Hello there. This is a post-recording note that I need to bring to your attention before you watch Andor Season 1, Episode 5. And this also affects Season 1, Episode 6 as well. Something unfortunately happened during the post-edit phase of this video. So, the recording was complete. However, during the rendering phase, which is just essentially, rendering the entire recording into, a video file, I had my storage data on my PC filled up. And I should have had plenty of room in place, but, well, I overlooked that I was running somewhat low. And what I suspected happened is that when it had the storage filled up, it did not render the rest of the video up to a certain point within episode 5 and then the entirety of episode 6. And I overlooked this because I saw the program saying that the render was complete. What I did not know is that it didn't render the entire recording. So I deleted the unedited video that came from the program that I'm using to record this, and therefore I had lost half of Sailor Sif's live reaction to episode 5 and the entirety of her live reaction to episode 6. But for the sake of completion for this video, I will provide a complete watch-along for Andor Season 1, Episode 5, as well as Season 1, Episode 6. Even though Sailor Sif will not be part of the second half of Season 1, Episode 5, and the entirety of Season 1, Episode 6. She did watch those episodes. It's just that I unfortunately had a technical snag and overlooked it, so I can't restore it, I can't fix it, it's lost. So I will make sure this does not repeat going forward when it comes to watch-alongs / live reactions of Andor. Thank you for your understanding. So anyway, we're going to move on to episode 5. So, you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So, for those watching along, get ready to play Andor Season 1, Episode 5. In 3, 2, 1, fire.
Also, I'm surprised at how quick these episodes go by.
Yeah, this one's a little shorter than episode 4, but hell, episode 2 was actually shorter than the other two in the first 3. So maybe the middle episodes of these arcs are kind of the short ones.
I'd be curious to know if George Lucas saw this, what he thought of it.
I'm not sure.
I mean, he is the one that started it all.
Yeah, I mean, he was the brain behind it all. I mean, in terms of starting it, I'm sure I'm sure he might have been fond of it some way.
I'm pretty sure he would have been like, okay, this is like a good prequel to the original trilogy.
Well, Rogue One was set right before the original.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure he would have been like, okay, this is a way to expand. This is what I'm talking about with my
Yeah.
company. Instead of Kathleen Kennedy. Ugh.
uh,
Or as I like to call her, the destroyer of Star Wars.
and yes, blue milk.
Did it come from Dr. Manhattan?
Oh God.
Yes, I made that joke.
Sailor Sif, you sick fuck.
No, I'm not. I made a point. I'm trying to make a point. I'm pretty sure a million other people would agree with me.
Yeah. And don't smack talk your mother. I like Cyril's mother. She's kind of funny. And yeah, you also get another angle of the Empire. You at least someone in the Empire's got a family or something. So that's something you don't see often in the the universe of Star Wars. Like creatively. I'm
Well, I
not.
mean, if you look at Anakin, he does too.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not saying every Imperial character needs to have like more background. It's just it's nice that it's nice that the show adds something that is new but doesn't feel like it's out of place. Oh, hey, a shirtless man. Well,
He's not as ripped as Hugh Jackman.
oh my god. I see how this is.
Doesn't have as cute a ass as Ren Ayamami from that Persona 5.
Ren Ama
Yes,
Mom.
I'm comparing to.
Wait. Did you just say Ren Ama Mommy? It's Amamiya.
I'm stumbling with
Oh
last
my
names.
god. Anyway.
Okay, doesn't have a good ass as Ren.
Wow.
Not as ripped as freaking Hugh Jackman, so he's lowered my standards.
Wow. Well, then again, I mean,
You argue with me how attractive Ren looks out of Persona 5.
huh.
What? I just find him to be incredibly hot. Plus, I'm not complaining about the rear view,
Okay.
if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. By the way, what he just said, the axe forgets, that's actually the episode title of this. I mean, the episode title is kind of like an epigraph, pretty much similarly to the epigraphs in The Wire, like after the opening
I
credits.
mean, epitaphs.
No, epigraphs. Epitaphs is like when usually someone dies. Ah, he's wearing gold. I smell douchebaggery.
As douchey as Omar from frickin' or Oscar from Rock and Roll.
Oscar? You mean Omar?
Omar. I
Anyway.
got Omar from The Wire and Omar from Rock and Roll confused.
Yeah, I know. I get it.
Hey, at least Omar from The Wire isn't a douchebag.
You know, he's a. You said he's. At least he's not, right? Your audio kept cutting out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not a douchebag compared to Rock and Roll.
Yep.
And we never finished that show.
Family drama. At least it's. At least it's interesting.
Better than the royal family drama in England.
Keep a pin on that, by the way. All right.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Hmm.
Oh no, I got the hiccups.
Uh-oh. I didn't hear it.
I got hiccups.
that was clearly that was clearly a moment where the sound designer had to flex. He's like, "Hey, listen to my sound design." I'm not complaining.
I mean, they are TIE fighters.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't hurt to use this as a sound system check. Yeah, even the sound design is great in this show.
Oh, so apparently the sound of the TIE fighters were created by blending distorted elephant recordings and the sounds of cars splashing through puddles.
Wait, what was that? Your audio was cutting out.
So how they created the sound of the TIE fighters
Yeah?
was through distorting elephant noise sounds
Oh, wow.
and cars running through water.
Huh. Yeah, seriously, the sound design team back in, with the original Star Wars, I mean, they were creative. Like, and George Lucas wanted like um organic sounds. Like or he wanted sounds from stuff that you would hear every day, but tinker with it to make it sound sci-fi.
Well, that was a lot of his movies, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, there is a sequel trilogy reference, but hey, we don't have to consider the sequel trilogy canon, so Jakku can just be whatever planet. Okay, just because Jakku got a mention doesn't ruin shit. Cause hey, this takes place years before
But I
Force
mean,
Awakens. Okay, my sincerest apologies for the audio on Sailor Simpson suddenly had cut out. From this point on, is the re-recording of this watch along of season 1, episode 5, because of the technical snag I had in the original recording. So going forward in this episode and for episode 6, it is just going to be me. Um, God, the scenery in this show is so good. And hey, it goes to show you that uh got another scene with anyways, as I was saying, it goes to show you that when someone creative wants to use location shooting, I mean, sometimes location shooting does pay off. I mean, say what you want about the prequels, but the Phantom Menace had some wonderful location shooting, and that's actually one of the biggest positives I have with that film, as flawed as it is. I'm aware Andor is a mix of location shooting and what is it, like digital assets. So, excuse me. Damn right. Everyone has their rebellion. Ooh. What's that? Yeah, now's not the time to bicker. Let me guess, it's another Metro alert. Yep. The hell? Sorry, I was distracted. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go on my phone, hit Do Not Disturb. Because I'm gonna hear ding 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 like crazy. Like, shut it off. Or putting Do Not Disturb on. I gotta make that a regular exercise on my end. Yep, you still got that obsession with Andor. So Andor is referred to as a thief. I had recently finished playing Persona 5 Royal, and yeah, I know this is unrelated and all, but if Andor were in the universe of Persona 5, I think he'd make for a good Phantom Thief. Sorry. I mean, he is currently in heist right now. And that was episode 5 of Andor season 1. Yeah, it was yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, before I begin Andor Season 1, Episode 6, I do want to make note that I am recording my watch along of Andor Season 1, Episode 6 separately from the recording of the remainder of the watch along of Andor Season 1, Episode 5. I already mentioned that the reason for this was for completion's sake, but prior to recording the watch along for this episode, I wanted to make sure I had plenty of storage space before I recorded and edited this particular watch along of this episode because I do not want to have to go through technical difficulties again while providing the watch along / live reaction to this set of episodes. So there's that. So with that said, let's not waste any more time. Here we go. Hit play on the command to fire. So here we go. Andor, Season 1, Episode 6. In 3, 2, 1, fire. Okay, and as you probably can tell, the watermark Disney Plus original keeps showing. It seems to be doing that like every first 30 seconds when you start up an episode or a film if it's a Disney Plus original film. Yes, I'm watching Andor on Disney Plus. That's how I have access to it. And I'm not sure if I made this point. And I'm willing to say this during recap. The reason I have captions on isn't because it's easy for me to digest information. It's actually there in case it's actually there for synchronization purposes, so you can actually, you know, hear the dialogue and then it's supposed to help with synchronization because I am not playing audio of the episodes because I do not want to risk getting my channel dinged for it. All right, here we go. I can't say I'm a big fan of the Faces intro, but look, it's a small little feature with these Star Wars shows. Yeah, because there's Kylo Ren's mask showing up like one of the first images of the lights that are like blind on the mask. Like it's like big whoop. It's like yeah, I know. Here's the thing. I know the sequel trilogy exists. I personally don't consider it canon. Uh, just because the whole fucking trilogy was a mess. That was my issue with that. Yeah. Goodness, I'm sleepy. Fluffy boy. Hold on, I'm gonna let my cat in. Come on. Damn. Oh yeah. Okay, for those I have seen, for those I've seen, up to this, beyond this episode, if you know, you know. For those first time viewers, yeah, that Imperial was not kidding about that he's in for a treat. Because the same could apply to the viewers. Okay, and sorry for rubbing my eyes. Eyes are hurt. I probably should look into getting some eye drops. I don't know what's going on. Sorry, I had to clear my nose a bit. Oh shit. Okay, I will say this. I will say this for the sake of my revisit of this episode. Granted, this will be the third time I've rewatched this episode, but uh, because of how much information that requires the viewer's attention, there are little small details that get picked up in repeated viewing that some may miss out on the first time. So what I'm saying is like the writing is very detailed that you know it gets better in repeated viewing. Sorry, I am. My sleep schedule's been kind of fucked lately. So pardon me if I'm yawning throughout this episode. And here begins the plan of the heist, or at least this is where the fun begins. Yeah, because you probably ate too well, if you know what I mean. Damn. Fucking child abuse? Fucking pimp slap your own child? Man, fuck this guy. Fat fuck needs to. Maybe that fat fuck should get his fucking gut punched. Maybe that should give him a wake up call. Maybe he should lose some fucking weight so he can have that sash fit over him. Oh, hold on. Alright. Hold on a second. Oh. There we go. So one nice thing about this show, and granted this isn't the first Star Wars show to do this, but it's nice that the font of the what is it? The burned in subtitles, because yeah, the subtitles are on screen, like you can't turn them off. So the burned in like subtitles, they're the same font as the ones used for. It's the same font that was used in the original trilogy back in the day. So yeah, I mean, it's nice that they use that font because it's just yeah. Excuse me. Sorry for turning off my mic from time to time. It's just okay. That was a pretty cool effect. You have Cinta and Vel. I'm assuming it was those two. Uh, Underworld, where you have that meteor that was like that was actually a really cool effect there. And of course, you have the Imperials. The Empire having a disregard for indigenous cultures. I mean, yeah, there's that fucking bigotry, which okay, fitting for the Empire, and you know, given the historical influences, applied. Yeah, that was Centinvel, right? Here we go. All right, here we go. Nice shot. Yeah, because he's yeah, pimp slap that fat pig. Fucking love that. He was talking about backhand slapping that child. Yeah, he's gonna get fucking pimp slapped. You know, like a. Yep, there's a sign of Andor that you don't fuck with. Uh-huh. Yeah, that was the first the hint that Vel and Cinta are a couple, and yeah. I mean, okay. As of this recording, I have seen up to halfway into season 2. Vel and Cinta's relationship is handled pretty well. It doesn't come off as forced, it actually just comes off as natural. And at the point of their relationship, they were already established as a couple when they were introduced. So, I mean, I'm not saying all relationships in fiction need to be, you need to start out, before they become a couple. Like, look, some couples are introduced either in a relationship or introduced as they're married. Usually, the area I'm a bit more concerned about is how a relationship is written in this story, and that's for any character, not just heterosexual couples or same sex. You know what I mean? Because I've had a history of being a bit critical about some relationships being written, like Korrasami and the Legend of Korra. It just wasn't explored very much until they became official. But there are heterosexual relationships that I think were poorly written too. Rey and Kylo Ren in Star Wars sequel trilogy. Shinji Ikari and Mari Makanami from the Rebuild Evangelion. Just saying. That last bit came the fuck out of nowhere, so that's why I make that. That's why I make that comment. Vel and Cinta, recent example of a relationship, and one that's a same-sex relationship that's actually handled just fine. And if anyone's got a fucking issue with that, like, a same-sex relationship in Star Wars, like, if anyone's got a fucking issue with that, too fucking bad. Because it doesn't feel forced as far as I'm concerned, so shit. Damn, the jamming got broken through. I like how the Aldani ceremony leaned into the eye. I actually like the juxtaposition between how peaceful the Aldani are at the moment while this heist is going on. Like, I like the juxtaposition of peace and tension, on the two sides of this whole sequence. I mean, I know this is not on the level of the baptism from The Godfather, but let's face it, The Godfather is a very influential film. I mean, it's been cited as one of the greatest films of all time, and it's been studied ad nauseum ever since it came out. And I'm sure modern filmmakers took notes from The Godfather because they were like, yeah, I love The Godfather, so I took some inspiration for the. Wouldn't be surprised if Andor took some notes from it. in terms of like the juxtaposition of the Aldani ceremony of the eye, and then you got this heist and shit going on. Just saying. And maybe that wasn't the intention. Maybe I'm just making this point out of my ass. I'm just making a comment saying it wouldn't surprise me if Tony Gilroy or whoever wrote this episode took some notes from The Godfather in terms of execution of the events taking place. Okay, and as of this recording, even though Sailor Sif is not here, I did show her the original Godfather film, so she probably would have picked up on that comment I was just making. Like, she actually would have agreed to that. Uh, that train of thought. Like, she probably would have seen where it was coming from. Oh, here we go. Damn. And this is why they turned off the lights, so that way the light pollution would not drown out the spectacle of the eye. Look, I understand cities around the US, prefer to have their lights on and shit, so people can see where they're going and all that. But you know what? During sightings of like meteor showers, it would have been fucking nice if they just decided out of courtesy just shut off the fucking lights. So people can witness a fucking meteor shower at the privacy of their own home. Because you can't fucking see meteor showers very well if you're in an area that has like too many fucking lights around. It sucks. Because meteor showers are great to look at. It's nice to just look up in the sky and just appreciate the sight of a meteor shower, because you don't see them very often on an annual basis. So when it comes around, and usually, if I remember, usually comes around August. I mean, shit. I remember when my mom took me, to a darker area, around the state, to have me witness a meteor shower. And I appreciated the view. So yeah. Yep, and oh, nice. I saw the reflection of the eye from the front of the uh, TIE fighter windows. That was actually a nice little detail I didn't pick up the first time. Yeah, shoot those big guns. Aw, damn. Nice shot. You know, Nemec may be a revolutionary, but at least he. I mean, look, let's face it, the Empire is not going to be on Nemec's side for a fucking heartbeat. And sure, maybe Nemec is a bit of a radical, but at least he's got someone's fucking back. Ooh, ouch. Yep. Damn, man. You know, there is a part of me that wishes I recorded my first reaction to it, because you should have seen the look on my face. You should have seen me just be in awe, like, my God, like, where has where has this level of Star Wars been? Like, this episode, like, revealed to me this is the direction Star Wars needs to be in creatively, where creatives are able to cook, like, exceptional, masterful, uh, uh, exceptional, masterful, uh, writing in Star Wars. Because there's not a lot of Star Wars under Lucasfilm's leadership that I haven't, or under Lucasfilm's, or shit. There's not a lot of Star Wars under Disney's name that I love a lot. Most of the final season of Clone Wars and this I find to be exceptional. One thing's for sure, I am planning on getting this on 4K. I'm just waiting for season 2 to get the home video treatment, because it really should. Like, they have season 1 released. Why can't season 2 get the same treatment? And actually, while they're at it, final season of Clone Wars, come on, come on, Disney. I've been asking for the fucking home video release of season 7 for quite some time. People have been waiting 5 years for it. Damn, man. You know, that doctor kind of looks a bit okay. This might be a bit of a stretch for some people, but that doctor kind of looks a bit like Destiny Nova from the manga series Battle Angel Alita. And that character did get a brief cameo in the live action film, which a sequel to that film would be nice. Just saying. Good manga, by the way. I need to read Last Order and Mars Chronicle because those are sequel parts, manga wise. Yep, he's a selfish prick. Yep. Yeah, Andor had a reason to do that. Yeah, the doctor's like kind of like, hey, you know what? I'm just a doctor, and honestly, like that doctor's innocent, and I mean, he even gave Nemec a few pats after he was pronounced dead. At least that doctor cared. At least he had a fucking heart. Oh yeah, and keep a pin on that manifesto. I probably said that earlier in this set of episode watch-alongs, but yeah, there's a reason they bring up his manifesto more than once in this arc. Okay, it's actually a good thing it's a good thing I had to re-record this episode watch along while I was watching season 2 because Gorman was prominently shown in season 2. So okay, so Gorman was like set up from the as early as season 1. Okay, I know that was like a bit of a, info dump about season 2, but well, someone's happy. Someone's relieved. Yeah, that was God. What a. Oh, Dan Gilroy. So Tony Gilroy's brother wrote this episode. Okay, damn. What a way to conclude this arc. The whole ice sequence, the whole heist, everything. Such good payoff. I love it. Just damn great. All right, so yeah, that is gonna that's gonna do it for this for this set of episodes, watch along, live reactions, all that. Once again, my sincerest apologies that Sailor Sif was um, omitted from the last 10 minutes of last 10-15 minutes of episode 5 and then the entirety of season of episode 6. That is because of a technical oversight, because there was a rendering error that I was not aware of, and the original recording got lost as a result of that oversight. So by the time this is uploaded, I had made sure that this came through as intended, even though not as originally envisioned. That being the intention being that I present reactions / watch alongs to all 3 of these episodes. So that said, next time it's going to be the 3rd arc, the longest arc of season 1, and also the best arc of season 1 of Andor, like without a doubt. In context with the order of these episodes, let's just say, for the time being, I am eager for Sailor Sif to experience this arc, and I am excited to revisit this arc. Now, granted, as I'm recording, well, it's the other way around, but by the time I'm uploading this, well, to provide context for next time, that's why I'm saying that. So yeah, there's a bit of a time jump recording wise, but I'm not uploading the watch along for Arc 3 before I upload the one for Arc 2. So, I like to keep things in order. But after this is uploaded, I will make sure that the rest of these watch alongs / live reactions, well, for season 2, it's strictly live reactions, in order, and making sure they're all in place before I attempt to upload them. Because when I was attempting to upload this video a few times, I was like, why is it not finishing? And I thought, okay, maybe I need to downsize the video with a program that does that sort of thing, a thing called AMV Tool, something that's helpful for submitting, AMV files with a certain size that my anime convention needs. But I use the same for downsizing my reaction videos. But I had an error when doing that, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, something ain't right here. And that's when I found out that there was a rendering error in the finalized video. And yeah, that's really what happened. I think it was because I ran out of storage space while rendering, and yeah, which is why I'm going to make sure I have plenty of storage space going forward, whenever I record these, because, man, recording reactions and all this shit for, like, stuff that lasts about nearly an hour or more, it takes up a lot of storage space. So, yeah. So, I learned from this issue now. So, but anyway, we will see you next time for Andor Season 1, Episodes 7 through 10. Look forward to that soon. Or, next time, or, in just a moment, depending on how you're experiencing this. Yeah. So, till next time, take care.